Are you a big video game fan? Did you spend a whole summer playing video games and talking to nobody and not going outside and staying alone for every single day for a whole summer? Just me? That's crazy. Today we are doing another ASMR trivia, but we're going to be doing it about video games. All kinds of video games are included, from the old systems to now. I try to get a variety of questions, a variety of different types of questions, whether it be specific game trivia or general console trivia or in between, everything in between. So they will start off as usual, very, very easy. There are 5 different categories, and it's going to get to very, very hard. So it's easy, medium, hard, very hard, and then extremely difficult. In the first 2 sections, they are pretty easy. I expect most people to get pretty much all of them correct. And then once it hits hard, it's a whole different ball game. So I'm going to say if you could get 20, I think it's possible. I think 20 is very, very good. I think if you do 25, it is possible, and you will be an expert. But I'm going to say at least 16 today to say that you beat me, because in general, I do like video games, and I got a majority of these questions correctly. Correct. So if you want to beat me, at least try to get 17. If you can't and you don't know anything about video games, that's fine, because this series is all about learning. Because I learn, even with this being a video game video, and I say I love video games, I still learn a lot. So there's always time for you to learn. And if you know nothing, then you're just starting from a clean slate, which is very, very good. So anyway, we're going to start off with the first question in the easy category. Get ready. First question is, what company created the Mario franchise? The Mario franchise. See, even if you don't know video games, you for sure know who Mario is. And you should know the company that made it. Do I have it? I used to have I don't know where I put it, but I used to have a little figure. I was going to show you what he looks like. It's the guy that goes Yahoo! And jumps and punches blocks. That should be enough of it. What company created that franchise? And I'm actually going to change it and say the Super Mario franchise, because a lot of people know him as Super Mario instead of just Mario. So a little bit of a hint if you need it. The answer is the one, the only, Nintendo. 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 Nintendo created Mario. Nintendo. Alright, question number 2. In Minecraft, another very popular game, what material do you need to craft a crafting table? So if you don't know, Minecraft is a very blocky kind of world. You deal with blocks, you mine, you craft, you build, and you fight dragons. It's a pretty fun game for all ages, honestly. And in order to sort of build things, create things, you need a crafting table. How do you create a crafting table? If you've never played, just think about real life. What would you need to make a table? What do you need? If you're stranded on an island and you had to create a crafting table in order to create other things, what do you need? The answer is wooden planks. Wooden planks. Should I accept wood in general? I will accept wood in general. If you said wood, I'll accept it, because it is what that's made of. It's just a different form. Technically, a wood block is different from a wood plank, and yada yada yada. But we're gonna accept wood. So either way. Okay, question number 3. A question that I really, really, really like, because it's a game that I really, really, really like. What is the main character in The Legend of Zelda series, who is the main character in the Legend of Zelda series? I'm not going to say anything because I know I can give a big hint, or I can confuse you. Have you locked in your answer? Because now I'm going to give a hint. Surely it's the easy category, so surely if the game is called The Legend of Zelda, the main character should be the one in the title, but it's not. Alright, the answer for question number 3. The main character in the Legend of Zelda series is Link. Link of Hyrule. Link. If you never play the games, he's the one that rolls around and goes, yeah, oh, yeah. That just makes random sounds. I love Legend of Zelda. Alright. Question number 4. What 2017 Battle Royale game popularized the shrinking circle mechanic to the mainstream? I can't believe it was 2017 when this came out. I remember exactly where I was working, what I was doing during this time, and that's just crazy to me. Time flies way too quick. What game in 2017 Battle Royale game popularized the shrinking circle mechanic and brought it to the mainstream? A hint: everyone and their mamas was playing this. And if you have kids, they probably played this. They probably asked you for a certain kind of currency so they could buy things in the game. The answer is Fortnite. V-Bucks. Give me some V-Bucks, Mom. V-Bucks. Fortnite. I'm happy that there is no build in Fortnite because I can't build for the life of me. I've seen people try to build in that game and it confuses me. I don't know how they do it. So shout out to those guys because I can't do that, but I'm happy there's a no build option for people like me who can't play that well. Alright. Question number 5, last question of the easy category. Which Sega character is known for his incredible speed? I feel like you don't even need to say Sega for this. Which Sega character is known for his incredible speed? Who gotta go fast? Who's the one that always says that? Who has to go fast everywhere? Who has to spin as they move? Which Sega character is known for his incredible speed? The one that collects rings. The answer: Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. I love Sonic. I had a Game Boy Advance game back in the day. I used to love playing it. I really should get my Game Boy Advance charged. Oh, there's batteries, right? So yeah, I should get batteries for it and just start playing it again, because that's peak gaming. You think Call of Duty or Valorant or League of Legends is peak gaming? No. Sonic the Hedgehog on Game Boy Advance. Alright, medium question. This actually is a tough question. It's going to the medium category. Question number 6. What color are the ghost's eyes in Pac-Man when they become vulnerable? What color are the ghost's eyes in Pac-Man vulnerable. I'm sure everyone knows Pac-Man. Everyone has probably played Pac-Man. Now, I know a couple of colors, but which color is it? I actually technically could not say with certainty what color it was. Because, like you look at the ghosts, right? But do you look at their eyes? I don't. So I'm like, what? How would you even know this? The color of the ghost's eyes in Pac-Man when they become vulnerable is blue. 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 Is that a different shade of blue? Because I swear they turn blue. Or do they turn white? I don't remember. I'm gonna put it right here. Wow, look at that. It's blue. Hope I remember to edit that. Alright, question number 7. We did a Pokemon trivia recently. In Pokemon, what type is Charizard? What type is Charizard? What type is Charizard? Now, I'm going to give a hint. He has 2 types. If you get one of the types, I'll give you 0.5. If you get both, I'll give you 1 point. If you get neither, you get 0 points. That's fine. In Pokemon, what type is Charizard? The answer is fire, which I think most people will get, and flying. Unfortunately, he is not a dragon type, even though technically he is a dragon, or he looks like a dragon. Well, he's like a chameleon, like a lizard, a reptile. I think. Actually, I don't know. Alright, question number 8. Which PlayStation exclusive series features a treasure hunter named Nathan Drake? Nathan Drake. I feel like this is the first PlayStation exclusive that I remember. I feel like, at least for, I think it was like PS3, right? PlayStation 3. I mean, other than like, those little creature thingies. Not Me World, what's it called? Like, the playground looking. I'm gonna put it here so you guys see it. I forget what it's called, but, that game. But anyway, the PlayStation exclusive series that features a treasure hunter named Nathan Drake is Uncharted. I love the Tomb Raider series, which is kind of similar. But Uncharted is one hell of a game. It's one of the GOATs. Question number 9. Wait a minute. Oh, I just realized the list I created does not have an extremely difficult category. It has more questions in medium. Interesting. It has 5 easy questions, 7 medium questions, then 6 hard and 6 very hard. Interesting. Alright. Question number 9. What was the best-selling game on the Nintendo Wii? Good old days. Nintendo Wii. I never had it, but my best friend had one. And I love playing it. Just because the idea of having like a remote that you could like control what was happening on the screen blew my mind. It was really cool. The best-selling game on the Nintendo Wii. Kind of a BS answer if you ask me. It is Wii Sports. I feel like didn't the consoles come with Wii Sports? Or is that like certain bundles? But regardless, it is Wii Sports. I loved playing the baseball one, the bowling one. Oh my goodness. Good old days. Alright. Chief. But do you know the title of the game? The answer. The game that introduced Master Chief for point 5. The answer is Halo, 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 Halo. And the game title is Halo Combat Evolved. Halo Combat Evolved. Dun dun dun. The most popular Xbox exclusive. Even though I think recently they said he's not going to be a Xbox exclusive anymore, which confuses me, but hey, it's up to them if they want to choose to do that. Alright, next question. Question number 11. What 90s gaming console used CDs and competed directly with the Nintendo 64? What 90s gaming console used CDs and competed directly with the Nintendo 64? Nintendo 64. I have a Nintendo 64. I love that console. And my cousin had this console. So it's cool to play those games. And, you know, how different the two consoles were and the games that they had. If you're old like me, a 90s baby, this should be easy for you. But the 90s gaming console that used CDs and competed directly with the Nintendo 64 was the one, the only Sony PlayStation. Sony PlayStation. Sony PlayStation. Sony PlayStation. Crash Bandicoot Spyro. Ooh, 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 ooh. Amazing. Alright, question number 12, I believe. I think I did my math wrong here. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Number 12. In the game Portal. Portal. What is the name of the AI antagonist? What is the name of the AI antagonist in the game Portal? Portal. The cake is a lie. Portal. Portal is a great... I would recommend playing Portal. Portal 2 especially, with a friend. A friend that you're willing to lose friendships with, or one that's... your friendship is so strong that playing Portal will not ruin the friendship. It's an amazing, amazing game. Amazing, amazing game. In the game Portal, the name of the AI antagonist is GLaDOS. 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 Alright, question number 13. Last question in the medium category. Which open world Rockstar game is set in the fictional state of San Andreas in its 2004 release? No way, this came out in 2004. Oh, don't tell me that. Which open world Rockstar game is set in the fictional state of San Andreas in its 2004 release? For this, you will not get 0.5 for the series, because never mind. Not giving it. The answer. Actually, you know what? Fine. I'll give you 0.5 for the series, a full 0.4. The actual title of the game. I'll be fair. The answer is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Oh, here we go again. If you got Grand Theft Auto, you get 0.5. If you got San Andreas in the title, you get 1 full point. And if you know when GTA 6 is coming out, let me know, because nobody knows apparently. Alright, question number 14. We are in the hard category. Question number 14. Which classic PC RPG series is known for its alignment system and the ability for players to freely kill nearly any NPC, including quest givers? While you ponder that question, I'm gonna get some water. Okay. Which classic PC, RPG series is known for its alignment system and the ability for players to freely kill nearly any NPC, including quest givers? Okay. I really have to be careful when I put this down so it doesn't make a boom sound. Okay, do you have the answer? I actually didn't know this. I will shamefully say that I've never played these games, but there is a recent edition of this series that came out recently, and I don't know how recently it is, maybe the past year. That's recent to me. The answer is Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. I keep being told to play this game, so I feel like if you're wondering if you should, you should. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. It's apparently a really, really good game. Okay, question number 15. Which game is widely considered the first commercially successful MMORPG? Massively multiplayer, online, role-playing game. Which game was widely considered the first? I've heard of this game. I've never played it. And that's pretty much it. I've heard of the name. I've never known anyone who's played it. I've never seen anyone play it. But this is actually very interesting. I want to see what it looks like. Boom, it looks like this. Wow. Okay. If you get this, congratulations. I was going to give you 2 points, but I'm not going to give you 2 points. The game that's widely considered the first commercially successful MMORPG is Ultima Online. Ultima Online. Ultima Online. I know RuneScape. I know World of Warcraft. I Envy You. Something like that. Have a Hotel. Called Penguin. Do those count? I don't know if those count. I don't know if those are RPG. Anyway. Ultima Online. Alright, next question. This is number 15. I lied. 16. Wait, let me just double check here. Question number 16. This is a cool fact, and I've actually known this fact for some reason. I don't know. But what 1982 Atari game was so unsuccessful it was buried in a landfill, later uncovered in 2014? They produced so many copies of this game, and this game did not sell. So they just dumped it all in a landfill. And in 2014, they found it. Which 1982 game? I was not born then. So good luck if you're even younger than me. I will give you a hint. It's based off a movie. And because I give you a hint, I'm going to give you less time to think about it. The answer is the 1982 Atari game that was so unsuccessful that was buried in a landfill, later uncovered in 2014, is E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which I find very hard to believe because E.T. was such a popular movie. It was so big that to have a video game about it, why wouldn't it do well and sell lots of copies? That kind of is interesting to me. Was it just that they made so many that even though a lot of people wanted to play it, they just didn't? Or they just didn't want to play it? That's very interesting to me. I want to look more into that. Okay, question number 17. In the hard category. Which Final Fantasy game was the first to use fully 3D environments, and full motion video cutscenes. There's a lot of Final Fantasies for you to choose from. But which one was the first to use fully 3D environments and full motion video cutscenes? Let me know if you guys want me to give hints, because again, I'm giving hints for all of these questions, and maybe you're like, that's not fair, or maybe you're saying, give us more hints, or maybe there should be a system where you get full points before a hint, and you get 0.5 after I give a hint. That could be a thing too. The hint here is the Final Fantasy was recently remade, or was it not called remade? What's the word where they take a game and they update the graphics and refurbish it? What's it? Rebrand, remake, I don't know. Anyway, the Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy VII, or Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII, which was remade recently. It's just a remake, right? It has to be. Anyway, question number 18. One of my favorite games. What is the name of the fictional language spoken by The Sims? What is their fictional language? I love The Sims. Sims 2, one of the greatest games of all time. Sims 3 was alright, but Sims 2, nothing beats Sims 2. I used to play Sims 2 for the Xbox all night with my cousins. It's so fun. It's so enjoyable. But what language do they speak? Do they speak English? No. They speak Simlish. 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 I would love to speak Simlish as well. I did a video, or a language video recently. I should have made one of them. The language is Simlish. That'd be interesting. Oh, maybe I could do because there's the elf language from Lord of the Rings, right? Or no, elf language, and then the Star Trek alien language. I could just call the fictional languages. That'll be funny. Question number 19. Which 1993 first-person shooter introduced the concept of deathmatch multiplayer to mainstream gaming? Which first-person shooter was the first one to introduce the concept of deathmatch multiplayer to mainstream gaming? Which I'm guessing is just shooting other teams and other enemies. I mean, shout out to this game because we have so many games now, like Call of Duty. I keep saying Valorant because I like playing Valorant. Arc Raiders, Apex Legends, all these games now. Fortnite. Which 1993 first-person shooter introduced the concept of deathmatch multiplayer to mainstream gaming? The answer is Doom. I recently played Doom. Which one was it? Not the 1993 version. I played Doom Eternal, I believe it was. Crazy game. If you love gore, it's amazing. It's an amazing game. If you love squashing enemies or aliens, that's the word. That game's for you. Okay, we're in our final category. We're in the very, very hard category. We're going to question number 20. If you have a perfect score so far, you are absolutely crushing it. And if you don't, there's still some questions here that you could get right, but these could be very, very difficult questions. So I wish you luck. Question number 20. Which game engine was originally created for Unreal Tournament in 1998? Which game engine was originally created for Unreal Tournament in 1998? Unreal Tournament. I never played it, but it is one of the first popular shooters, I believe. After Doom came Unreal Tournament. Which game engine? Can I give a hint for this? A game engine is kind of like Unity. Unity or The game engine originally created for Unreal Tournament in 1998 was Unreal Engine. It's kind of a cheap answer if you were stuck on it, because it's in the name, but it was Unreal Engine. It was created for Unreal Tournament, and now we have Unreal, I think 5 is the newest one. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm remembering. Okay, question number 21. In Bloodborne, what is the name of the Great One associated with the moon presence that triggers the game's hidden true ending? I never played Bloodborne, but I did play Dark Souls. I played the first one. And I think I played the first one and number 3. I never played number 2. Number 3 was a great game. It's so hard, and like for those who actually love these kinds of games, why do you torture yourself? I mean, I torture myself playing one of them, but why do you keep doing it? Bloodborne. In Bloodborne was the name of the Great One associated with the moon presence that triggers the game's hidden true ending. The answer is Murgo. And I hope it's not pronounced Miracle or something that shows that I don't play these games, but it looks like Murgo to me. Alright, question number 22. There are 4 more questions left. What 1998 stealth game pioneered the alert phase and coined the term tactical espionage action? Tactical espionage action. Tactical espionage action. 1998. It's crazy how old some of these games are, and they're still making games, or they still made games like years later. That's actually really, really cool. 1998 stealth game pioneered the alert phase and coined the term tactical espionage action. For half a point, if you didn't lock in your answer, if you're gonna lock it in after this hint, you'll get 0.5 points if you get it correct. The hint is the main character's name is Snake. Snake. I think. If it's not, then that's okay. Feel free to roast me in the comments. I've never played Metal Gear Solid. Don't hurt me. Don't blame. Don't. Just relax. No hate. The answer is Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid. Oh, you know what? Here. This is the main character. His name is Snake, or whatever it is. I'll put the answer here. Question number 23. Which 1980s computer game? Again, I want to look for recent games as well, but it didn't really do many of those questions, so we're going with older questions today. Which 1980s computer game is considered one of the first true roguelikes, featuring permadeath and procedural generation? I love roguelike games like Hades. What was the other one? Transistor. What was the other ones? That's it. Just roguelike card games like Slay the Spire count. Roguelikes are basically where you play the game and then you usually die, but then after playing that game you get certain points or coins or items that you will carry on to the next playthrough, which will help you to get further in the game, and then you die again, and then you start again with more skills and more abilities to go further in the game, and you keep repeating that process until you beat the game. So which 1980s computer game is considered one of the first true roguelikes featuring permadeath and procedural generation? The answer is Rogue, which is interesting. So is roguelike named after Rogue, the first first game ever made that was like this. So Rogue was the first of its kind, and then someone made a game and they're like, that's exactly like Rogue. And then it was known as a roguelike. Interesting. That's actually really cool. I like that. I never knew that. Second last question. What is the name of the game engine? Remember the game engine? Valve developed internally to power Half-Life 2 and later games like Left 4 Dead. What is the name of the game engine Valve developed internally to power Half-Life 2 and later games like Left 4 Dead? Now, if you learned anything from the previous question, you might say, well, to power Unreal Tournament, it was Unreal Engine. So to power Valve's games, it should be the Valve Engine. Interesting. You'd be wrong, but interesting thought process. The name of the game engine Valve developed internally to power Half-Life 2 and later games like Left 4 Dead, which is an amazing game by the way, is Source Engine. Source Engine. Source Engine. Source Engine. Alright, last question. We're taking it way back. What 1958 oscilloscope based game? What does that mean? I don't know. Oscilloscope based game is widely considered one of the earliest video games ever created. So one of the hints is it's considered to be one of the earliest video games ever created. What 1958 oscilloscope based game is widely considered one of the earliest video games ever created? If you get the actual title, I'll give you 1 point. But if you get the game generally, there's another name for it, I'm pretty sure. And if it is what I think it is, and it's the same thing, then I'll give you 0.5 if you said this other name. But the 1958 oscilloscope based game is called Tennis for Two. Tennis for Two. Isn't it just Pong? Or are those two different things? Completely. I will put yes or no here. Are they the same? Yes. Are they different? No. I'm pretty sure those are the same. So if you said Pong, if they are the same, if you said Pong, I'll give you 0.5. If it's not, then sorry. Tennis for Two is the first game ever created. How did you guys do? Did you guys get all 25 correct? Did you get a question wrong that you wish you could have got right? Well, don't worry, because for the first time, I think, other than the first quiz we've ever done, which was a kind of cheap bonus question, today we're going to have a bonus question. The first one was a biased bonus question in the first video, so that doesn't count. But for today, we're doing an actual trivia question. Bonus question is actually one of my favorite questions. If I ever want to sort of give trivia or a cool fact about gaming to someone, it's always this question. What was the first home video game console ever released? I think there's I guess the console that plays Tennis for Two, the first ever video game ever created. There had to be some sort of way that it played, unless it was on the PC. But that's technically a console. Anyway, the first take-home, or the first home video game console that was ever released, I'll give you 2 points if you tell me the year and the name of it. I'll give you 1 point if you get either the name or the year, and I'll give you 0 points if you don't know, and that's okay. Because I never knew this before, but I do now. Well, I did before this, but I didn't always know this. Anyway, the answer for the first ever home video game console is the Magnavox Odyssey. The Magnavox Odyssey, which came out in the great year of 1972. 1972. It looks like this. Wow. Why am I giving myself more work? I don't know. But editing, we're gonna edit again. Boom. 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 Anyway. And that's it. Let me know what your score was. Did you beat me? Did you get more than 16? Did you get a perfect 25? Or did you get more than 25? To be fair, this is one of the only times where you can actually get more than 100% because of a bonus question. So let me know. Let me know also which topic or kind of quiz we should be doing next. We've done video games, Pokemon, we've done soccer, we've done a general knowledge one. There's lots of categories to go, and a lot more trivia to go through, and a lot more things to learn, and I'm excited. So have a good night, everyone. I hope you all are very relaxed or even sleeping, and I will catch you in the next video. This has been ASMR Dano, and it's time to sleep, 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 sleep.